Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron IV Kaiserreich. It's been, I want to say like 3 days since there's been an episode. I apologize for that right out the gate. Just had a lot of schoolwork that needed to get done and other obligations in real life. So, technology, it's currently mid-38. You know what? Research, fantastic. Happy to have that. So, Iberia, they did... Nationals took over the Netherlands. Okay, that's actually great for us. The Dutch being in the Reichspact means they're not going to be in the Internationale. And I think we can all agree that is fantastic news. I think that's actually... I think I accidentally messed up my mic settings here a little bit. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Okay, we got localism. Which is... Was it building slots? It was something that wasn't really very good. Yeah, sparse urban. Actually, I think... Are you making them worse? I think actually that might be worse. But I'm not 100% too sure. So we might be having a war over in India. I mean, already fighting the Princely Federation. I don't think we need to really get involved. I mean, I know that having India in your faction is really nice to have. Like if you can fully unify them, but I don't know if it's worth it. To be quite honest with you. A wide network of informants within the commune have recently been integrated with our wider intelligence network in the metropole and have already provided us with crucial information regarding military installations and planning. Commune are an influence within our dominion, as well as potential targets to bring over to our side or take down. Founded earlier this year by Louis de la Bourdonnais, a winemaker from Drogeny, and now headed by our smuggled agent Gilbert Renault, now operating the pseudonym of Colonel Remy. The network operates primarily in the west of France, recruiting mostly among the numerous Catholics disgruntled with the anti-clerical practices of the syndicalist government, including a high number of women such as Jeannette Guillot, as well as a deeply Catholic Colonel Remy has chosen for a network a code name CDN, short for Our Lady Confederacy. Okay. Well, we get a little bit more information about their civilian economy. 93 to 103 factories. I mean, they only have up to 32 military factories. That's pretty sad, all things considered. I mean, I have 12, which isn't saying too much. But I mean, the fact that the metropole has like only 3 times as many factories as Algiers has is a little bit embarrassing. I'd be a little bit embarrassed if I was the commune right now. What do we want to get? Again, 38. You know what? Give me the rifles. I think we can be okay on that. And also, how are the Federalists doing? We have lost Cleveland. Fantastic news all around there. We're going to move you 1 tile back. I would like to take Pittsburgh. That's still definitely one of those cities that I want to have here. I'll get delay on you. Add a theorist, military theorist. What do we have in high command? Anything that's like super good? We got an expert in armor. Armory specialist, recovery rate plus 4%. You know what? I'll take you. I know it's not super exciting, but a little bit of recovery rate never hurt anybody, presumably. I don't think it hurt anybody. Okay, I'm going to move you back 1 tile. I'm going to see if we can maybe have you move your way back into Pittsburgh. 71 on you. The thing is, like, I can't have my units be encircled for, I think, fairly obvious reasons. Okay, you guys hold position here. Keep pushing towards Pittsburgh. I'm not joining the war in India, okay? Mostly because I can't really take the stability hit. If I take a stability hit, I expect most of Africa to rise up against us, which would not be great news for us. Okay, let's go 1 military factory, please. We're at 157 export focus. We could go up to free trade. I mean, do we have Yeah, we don't have that much in ways of natural resources, so I do think free trade does make sense, even if we maybe need to import a little bit of steel off this. We're going to go from having 20 to having -3. I'm assuming the -3 is for boats. Yeah, so I don't care about that. A -7, I would like to get that being from the West Indies Federation. Oh, the reactionaries won in Brazil. Okay, so they're no longer going to be socialist. Happy with that. I mean, Argentina will end up winning their war for sure. Peru, just kind of hanging out. I will also say that the Austrians are doing a very good job against Hungary. I would like if the Italian Republic were to maybe get involved in this war. You know what? Let's send some volunteers. We can send 1 division. Let's send, even though you're kind of a garbage unit, I'm going to send you over to 2 Sicilies. Your main job is really just to defend Naples. I don't want the SRI taking the capital if we can avoid it. Alert in the Mediterranean. Grand Prix of French cinema has been awarded the Alert the Mediterranean, a thriller following the crews of 3 ships mooring off of Tangiers. In particular, 3 commanding officers of the British Republican Navy and the German Kriegsmarine, and the French Marine Nationale. Their relationship is cordial and polite enough, though understandably chilly due to geopolitical considerations. But a fight breaking out between sailors of different crews prevents any further fraternization. However, an incident brings them together. Armed traffickers are spotted leaving the harbor, and in their flight, have released poison gas. The deadly cloud is slowly drifting towards the passenger ship, and a man must put aside her decisions to save the civilians, going straight through the grass with little protection. Civilians are rescued and traffickers stopped. Despite their heroism, all the crew lose some men, including the red British officer, and they all are buried with full military honors. Directed by the profoundly Catholic director Leo Gion, filmed at sea with the help of our Navy on real ships as well as real sailors and extras, the movie was a hit with criticism from some who had found distasteful the positive message of German and British characters, going as far as taxing the movie as for pacifism. Against its critics, the directors argued that the core message of the picture is that one of Christian fraternity, bravery, and camaraderie in the face of adversity, despite eternally raising international tensions. We get a little bit more manpower, we lose some war support. I mean, we're at 92% war support. That is 100% A-okay. I'm not going to complain against that. By the way, how are you guys doing in I mean, the numbers are going down. And as long as they don't hit 80%, then we should be fine. Political power minus 50. You're an attack and defense bonus against both the Commune and Germany. So I do feel like that probably will be important for us in the future. How are you guys doing, by the way? Okay, you didn't get encircled, so I'm happy with that development at least. I'm gonna send you into Red Army here. Do I need to put you on a different front? I mean, again, we have these units in Boston. We can maybe send it towards like Newark in New York City. Yes, we're gonna send you all the way over there. The Sicilian volunteers. They're already at Naples, huh? Your job is just to defend Naples, if you can. I'm leaning more towards that it's going to be untenable and that you'll probably get pushed out of the city. But as long as we can kind of hold off... I mean, yes, Rice already taken over like half the country. Oh, and Canada's actually directly intervened in the Civil War. Huh. So you're now at war. We got Mexico over here because they're already in the Entente. We're at war with the Pacific States, the CSA, and the American Union States. Do I send units over? I mean, they're already moving units into Mexico like very, very, very quickly. Wait. Canada, you don't have units on the border. What is your plan here? This is a terrible situation that you have found okay. The Canadians did not think this one through. Immediately just going to collapse. So good work to you. You've already lost Naples as well. Hey! The Italian Republic decided to join the war. That'll at least hopefully take a little bit of pressure off of us. I mean, if you can maybe take Turin, take a lot of like northern cities very, very quickly. I do think like if you're playing the Italian Republic, I bet you there is a way to basically blitz their way through Italy very, very quickly. I don't think... I mean, the AI probably is never going to be able to actually do it. Summer de Mache, Gloomy Sunday is a melancholic song telling a sinister story of a spurred lover who committed suicide, addressing from beyond the grave the man who left her. Composed by Hungarian exile in the Commune in 1935, the song made its way across the world, first becoming a mainstay of city concert halls and cabarets for reaching mainstream audiences, when it would first be recorded in French by popular singer Damaya. In these trying times, it's hardly surprising that the people of Europe and beyond are prone to melancholy. However, the rumors have been circulating about the song. that is linked with the ever-increasing number of suicides in France and the United States, and in the composer's homeland, Hungary. And I'm merely listening to the tune can push even the cheeriest individual towards suicidal ideation. Whether this is a fact, a mere urban rumor, or a clever marketing campaign, the song has already been banned from airing on the radio, or even being sung publicly for more than a few countries, which can only add to the credibility of rumors about the now famous Hungarian suicide song. So we either lose 5 political power. You know what? Look, if some people need to commit suicide for me not to lose 5 political power, so be it. Okay, I think the Italian Republic's already losing ground that they were gaining. I really had hopes for them. I will say I don't have the hopes for the Canadians in any capacity whatsoever. I mean, Mexico's already basically collapsed. Okay, Beery is joining International. Shodan Clique's joining Norzili Clique. Nothing surprising there. But I mean, Canada, what is your plan? Russia's gonna war on Estonia. I don't think they had a plan, to be quite honest with you. It's like we could send troops to MacArthur. Fine, you know what? I'll join this war. Even though we will take a stability hit, which is unfortunate. We'll immediately get military access through the United States. Am I at war with the Prince Federation as well? No, okay. We're actually just at war technically with the CSA in this instance. I'm kind of okay with that. Red Army, I'm going to deploy you here. Please and thank you. This might be risky and it might be kind of stupid, but it's what we're going to be doing. Okay, because you're in the International. Lithuania's in the Reichspakt. They're conservative, and I don't remember if the conservatives can, I mean, I think they can defect from Berlin when the war breaks out. What's going on over in Poland? Do we know? I mean, we know the conservatives won the, they won their election. And now you guys here, you know what? You just join up with Brown Army for now. I'm not going to send you over to the New World. You know what? Same with you. I'm assuming we don't have enough convoys to send you over. So you just hang out here as well. Just go down to Senegal. You guys can have a good time down there. Synthetic, resource gain efficiency. You know what? I'll take it. A small crowd started to gather on the square of Algiers at 6 p.m. this evening. After only 20 minutes, the crowd, visibly getting larger by the minute, was already spreading out all across the small streets, across the square, accompanied by tumultuous clamor. At the center of the gathering was the young Algerian militant. Even if only in his 20s, he had rarely seen elegance. Captivating the crowd around him, and even the furthest observers were captivated by his gesture and his visible conviction. He declared himself to be part of the Etoile Nord Africa, or the North African Star, a nationalist Algerian party with syndicalist tendencies. Founded in Paris in 1926 by Machedi Haj. The militant was here on the square, spreading the word of the party, defined largely by the leaders and intellectuals of the party, still in Paris, but spreading more and more into Algeria itself. The ENA advocates for two of the worst possible ideas, syndicalism and Algerian nationalism. The party aims to create an independent social republic in Algeria, akin to the Commune of France, and oust the French from this land. The police took its time to arrive, allowing the speaker to talk for 30 minutes, and probably convincing some of the spectators before escaping to the city. The agents finally came to disperse the crowd. This incident cannot be ignored and cannot be taken lightly. It is representative of the strategy of the ENA to spread its ideas and supplies to a younger generation of militants in Algeria, for them to fight for independence in Africa with support from the French Commune. While their attempted struggle is far from being over, it isn't reason to be lenient. We must take care to not let any comparable event happen again. Okay, thank you for the 5% stability loss. Really big fan of that one. Leaflets in Tunisia. Principality of Monaco has been in close relation with France. Nominally independent, the tiny state relied heavily on France, and most of its flourishing economy depended on French money invested or lost in Monte Carlo's casinos. The two neighbors eventually agreed to sign a treaty staying neutral in 1914. The Principality eventually found itself in a difficult situation. With the civil war in France and revolution brewing in Italy, as communard militias are closing in on the rock, similar rampant capitalism under which the bourgeois gambled away the produce of the proletariat's hard labor, Albert I chose exile, taking with him the fabulous riches of the Grimini family instead of a court in exile. You know what? Next year will be in Monaco. Big thumbs up there. Okay, military factories. Let's go with one more on rifle production. How are our units coming over? They're almost here. And again, we can get you on this front. Push you towards Buffalo. And then we'll separate these northern CSA troops from Chicago. That at least is my main plan here. And I'm hoping it kind of works out, but a big part of me has doubts. Let's just put it that way. Also, I think the Qing government probably will end up winning the war in China. They've already got a lot of allies there. 39 artillery, please. The Town Republic's already losing ground now. I think there's a decent chance that the SRI can actually probably unify Cuba joining International. I think there's a decent chance, as I was saying, that Italy could end up unifying. The Socialists could end up unifying Italy, which is bad. There's a lot of bad stuff happening. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, I think Red Army, you basically can just kind of go for it right now. Because now the CSA needs to kind of guard the entirety of the Canadian border. Their forces should be spread out. Okay, give me an 8% research speed. They should be spread out decently enough. That allows us to hopefully take some stuff in here. Why is 9-day mode on? Turn that off immediately. Get that the hell out of here. Okay, I'm going to move you here. I'm going to move this guy up. You're not connected because we need to take this rail line, which we should have in a moment. We can also get our way towards Buffalo. Kind of link up with the Canadians over there. I'm assuming the railroad connects, right? Yeah. So I can take this strip of land. That would be nice. And how long until you're connected? 9 more days. I mean, that's not so bad, all things considered. Okay, so you get more support for national populism, more support for conservatism, 3% more war support, even though we're at 100% already. The Companions of Joan d'Arc is an association honoring the memory of the patron saint of France, canonized in 1920 in the aftermath of the Revolution. Founded in 1930 by Maxime Rial de Sarthe, the art is close to the Action Française after the man organized for a relic of the saint to be smuggled out of the commune. The association describes itself as apolitical, simply stating that it brings together all of those with the goodwill around she who saved France in her hour of need, and who so perfectly embodies our aspirations for the freedom of our nation. And indeed, each year, the patriotic celebration organized around the shrine built for the relic are more and more popular, with 10,000 attendants for a day culminating in an open air mass, including numerous parliamentarians, officials, bishops, intellectuals, veterans, officers, and this year, even John III himself. However, despite the association claiming that it seeks to remain apolitical, and the Prusslyle being revered among the most political spectrum, many seek to use the event to further the political agenda. Both the Action Française and the Parti Social Français have repeatedly been caught distributing leaflets, supporters of the two parties, sometimes even coming to blows. However, these minor incidents are not hampered the general enthusiasm for the celebrations, and the Companions even expect more in attendance next year. I'm going to bring you forward. I want to see if we can take this guy out, because we've got a Canadian tank. We can use him for a little bit of a counterbalance here, because I don't want you to get killed off. Like, I'm not super worried about that happening, but the chance is there. But I do think that at least right now, with an intervention in the United States, this is going to be a good time for us to end off for today. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Antoine. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not enjoying, thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.